Welcome back. At the day's low once again, 221 points lost on the Nifty. The cut is similar to what we had in Wednesday's trade. The Bank Nifty is down 1,000 points. The cuts are getting deeper on the Adani Group stocks. Adani Ports, top Nifty loser, 9.5% lower. Adani Enterprise is down 5.5%. Remember, in its FPO, the anchor book was fully subscribed, but today the retail investors will have to decide on whether they want to participate in the big FPO. So that's going to be important as well. But there is a lot of selling that you can see in the markets and in the Adani Group stocks. Let's invite Mitessh Thakkar to make sense of the market fall today. Mitessh, your thoughts, any trade, and what explains this kind of a fall?
Good morning. So I think, what is important is that we were earlier taking supports around the 17,800 mark. I think this happened on about 6 times in the last few weeks. And today we have started breaking below that. So that contraction or that consolidation which was happening now has given away, and the market has started expanding on the negative side. The first bounce back from 17,800 had gone to about 18,250. So it's about a 450 point kind of a win, which can happen. And the breakdown from 17,850, 800 levels suggests that 17,400, 450 zones would be testing. So I think there's some more decline left. In the worst case scenario, I think the 200 average, which is at about 17,290, that also could be visited. So broadly looking at more downsides in the next few days, pullbacks now to about 17,800 would be an exit or a selling opportunity. There has been a breakdown in most of the indices, barring the auto names. And I think, that's the one stock or one sector rather, which is holding out nicely. But otherwise, otherwise it looks like a market which will possibly, with some bounces, head lower in the next few days.
And individual stocks, Mitessh?
Yeah. I have one buy and one sell call. ITC is something which I like and is holding out very nicely in this declining or a falling market. So keep a stop at 341, which is just below today's low, and look for targets of 357 here. While Jindal Steel and Power and IDFC Bank can be taken as short calls. So Jindal Steel and Power would recommend selling with a stop above 600 and a target of around 560 on the downside. And I think, banks are clearly going through some kind of a very strong cut and decline on the Bank Nifty index as well. So IDFC First Bank is a sell with a stop at 58 for targets of around 52.
Okay, got that, Mitessh. Thank you very much for all the calls today. Where the market's under severe pressure, we're practically at the day's low. There's absolutely no sign of recovery. Just wanted to point out the Adani Group stocks. The pressure is only increasing on some of these names, like Adani Ports is now down about 9.5%. So last half an hour, 40 minutes or so, some of these stocks are really sort of taking it on the chin.